Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's fights are sanctioned by the ISKA with President Corey Schaefer. In attendance is Nevada State Director Carlos Canton, Lead Inspector David Tompkins, Timekeeper Troy Mazzagatti, and our judges cage side are Dr. John Quinn, Stephanie Hasagawa, and Larry Meir. This is the main event of the evening, scheduled for three 3-minute rounds, all for the Tough Enough Women's Strawweight Championship. Fight fans, it's about to go down. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner with a record of 5 wins and 1 loss. Fighting out of Team SFS, Cleveland, Ohio. She is the challenger, Crystal Lil Monster Demopolis. Her opponent stands across the cage in the red corner with a record of 9 wins, 6 losses, and 1 no contest. Fighting out of Extreme Couture, Las Vegas, Nevada. She is the defender, Cheyenne, the Warrior Princess, Vlismas. Referee in charge of the action inside the cage is Mark Chappie Smith.
All right, ladies, you got your instructions earlier. Last fight of the night, protect yourself at all times, obey my commands, charge gloves, have a great fight.
Demopolis in the blue corner is wearing the black and the purple. Vlismas is wearing the black and the pink. In the red corner, 3 3-minute rounds. Cage doors are closed. Main event of the night here at Tough Enough. This is Pack the Mac. And we are underway. Almost. Now we're underway. Wow. Oh, man, Vlismas catches her right away.
But Demopolis is very good at submissions, and she's just climbed on to Vlismas right now.
Vlismas caught her, and she goes down, and then as Vlismas is coming in for another shot, Demopolis just climbs her like a tree.
And she is holding on very tightly. It's an odd place to be for both of these fighters right now. Vlismas is trying to fight back, but like having Demopolis just wrapped around her right now, and Demopolis is throwing
oh man,
strikes.
Vlismas, she landed a big shot and slams her down to the ground.
They're back up. Wow, crowd's loving it. This is why these two ladies are in the main event. Yeah. Vlismas' hands look very crisp tonight.
Oh, man. Vlismas is throwing punches with bad intentions.
Can Demopolis close that gap and get her to the ground, though?
.70 seconds remaining here in round number 1. Very close, round number 1. And Demopolis pulls her to the ground. Ends up in bottom position.
This is a position she's won from in the past, though. We can see her pull an armbar out. We've seen her pull an armbar out really quick in the past.
And great utilization of her legs, too. So she's got a lot of power in her lower body, and she puts that to work for her. Look at how active her legs are. So you see how much pressure she's applying. She's using the heels. She's kicking out the butt. Everything that she's doing with her legs is deliberate.
Throwing some short shots there to the jaw of Vlismas as well. She's posturing up. I mean, Demopolis staying very active off her back. She's very comfortable, and we can see very flexible as well, trying to get those legs up. She's got the body triangle going right now.
Yeah, she's got the figure 4 body lock, which now she's going for a go-go Pilata.
Can she pull it off?
So what she has to do is she has to pull her foot in front of the face and under the chin. Here we go with another slam from Vlismas. Picks her up and puts her down.
But
those legs are creeping up, though. That's the end of round number 1. Wow. This is a barn burner. People are thrilled by what they saw in round number 1, and rightfully so. But, Mahoney, our question is, as best we can to try to analyze the fight, who won that round?
I mean, Vlismas landed some big, strong shots at the beginning of the fight, like we saw right here. Dropped Demopoulos, which I feel like that was probably the most devastating or most
significant shot, maybe?
Yeah, but I mean, Demopoulos was very, very active even in this position right here. She's landing shots while she's being held, but those big slams from Vlismas, I think, will probably give her the round.
Yeah.
But it was very close. A very well-fought first round from both of these women. This is why this is the main event.
Yeah, this is an awesome fight. So, Vlismas, I agree with you, won round number 1 because she dropped her with a punch, even though Demopoulos recovered very well and Demopoulos very active off her back. Vlismas with the slams as well as the knockdown, in my opinion, gets round number 1. 3 more minutes on the clock. Round number 2. Here we go. Big teep kick. Demopoulos walks right through it, drags her to the ground.
She wants this fight on the ground. She is very good. Vlismas showing some good balance right here. Nice kick as well. Curious if Vlismas is going to be a little shy on throwing those higher kicks, because we've seen Demopoulos catch those and take her down and have the success on the ground.
I just don't know if you're in Vlismas' position that you're thinking you're losing the fight when it goes to the ground. Clearly, when they're striking, this is where she wants to be.
Absolutely.
But I don't think that she's intimidated to go to the ground necessarily with Vlismas, because she has been able to out-muscle her in a couple of spots.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, there's more danger there, in my opinion, but I doubt that she's thinking, oh, I can't go to the ground with her and be successful.
A little bit more feeling out in this round.
Yeah, and if anything, it's interesting. Again, up against the cage, Demopoulos very comfortable to elevate herself off of the ground, but you see she's put her foot back down, and I think that may have to do with the slam that we saw last time from Vlismas. Will she throw another slam in here? She does have her in just about the perfect position for it, but Demopoulos has, another slam.
She's grabbing the ankle. Vlismas landing some strikes there, but she's looking for that ankle. Vlismas backs away.
Yeah, Vlismas wisely wants to keep this striking as much as possible. A minute left here in round number 1. This is a really interesting chess match. Both fighters very comfortable no matter where the fight goes, but I think the edge on the ground is for Demopoulos, and the edge standing is definitely for Vlismas. Oh, big shot. She dropped her there and then just instantly waves her right back up.
Big right. She's very, very confident in her striking.
And rightfully so.
That training with Ray Sefo at Extreme Couture is paying off in spades.
Oh, man. They're trading big shots. She has to be careful, though. So she's looking for that home run shot now because she's had a taste of it. And she started to eat a lot of punches. She needs to keep her hands up. Final 10 seconds here of round number 2. Couple of more big shots. Demopoulos stumbled again. Vlismas has her up against the cage. That's the end of round number 2. This is a great fight, man. This is a lot of fun to call.
Both of these fighters incredibly tough, very skilled.
So I think the real story here, Mahoney, is that she drops her with that big right hand when she had her pushed up against the cage, right? So this is some of the action. I don't want to miss this here because this big slam was significant. It wasn't as significant as we saw in round number 1. Did a nice job with some of those hammer fists. But this moment right here where she drops her with this right hand, the fact that she didn't go in and try to get the finish there, that tells me something. That tells me that she definitely does not want to be on the ground.
Yep.
Because even when she had her hurt, she didn't follow her to the ground. She just said, get up. So I think you're right. Great analysis there that she is actively avoiding the ground with Demopoulos because she knows she's more exposed there than anywhere else.
But she's having great success on her feet. Some amazing striking coming out of.
It's a level of maturity that you see from fighters coming out of Extreme Couture, and just credit to Vlismas for identifying her strengths, even in the moment, and her weaknesses, and just saying, let's keep this fight where I'm best, and that's right here standing. I just want to see her keep her hands up.
Demopoulos likes to trade, though.
Exactly.
She's a very tough fighter.
And Demopoulos shoots in, shrugged right off by Vlismas.
Demopoulos must know that she needs a finish to win this fight, though. Oh, great hip toss there.
Nice hip toss by Vlismas. She was in a fairly compromised position and just made the most of it, ends up in top position. Just over 2 minutes remaining here in the third and final round. Demopoulos is trying to tie her up.
Big shots. Lots of ground and pound there. Just, oh.
Now Vlismas looking for a submission. Going to be hard to complete being pushed up against the fence like this. And Demopoulos being as flexible as she is. And another slam's coming. No, Demopoulos puts her feet back down, goes for a trip, but Vlismas ends up, oh, this is almost a perfect setting for an arm bar. She's just going to escape, though. Oh, no.
Something's the matter with her arm. Or the glove? She's holding her hand.
I think she may have broken her arm.
Oh.
She broke her arm.
Oh, it is. Or it's dislocated. It's her elbow. Yeah. Oh, it's hard to tell on the TV, but we're seeing it here.
Yeah, no, you see it right there. The elbow is clearly dislocated.
Oh, that's so unfortunate.
They're gonna
it's gonna be.
They're gonna wave it off.
Yeah, they have to.
Yeah.
Oh, this is so unfortunate. This was such a good fight, and this is not how either one of these fighters wanted this fight to end.
Yeah,
she was willing to fight through it too.
Yeah.
I mean, a true warrior, but I don't know how that happened. She's clearly upset.
It was they were all twisted up there, and her wrist just must have gotten stuck when she tried to escape.
Medical's coming in to check it out, and she's
they have to wave this off.
Yeah, it's done. And they're going to take her out now.
Man, what a huge ovation from the audience here in Las Vegas, but that is the official wave off of the fight. Man, what a great fight between these two ladies.
Absolutely.
A fantastic main event.
Wow.
A very, as you mentioned, Mahoney, a very unfortunate finish. The way that nobody wants to see a fight won or lost by just a freak injury
and
like that.
Nobody wants to see their opponent actually get hurt either.
Right.
You know, for a fight to end like that and for her to dislocate her elbow, that's just, she's not taking any joy in this.
And you know what? The respect to Demopoulos for handling this like a champion would.
Absolutely.
And you saw just the emotion on Vlismas' face when the ref was saying, no, you can't fight through this. I'm sorry.
She wanted to.
She wanted to. She was arguing with the ref, but she had to physically hold her arm up with her other hand to keep it from just dangling there. We don't know if it's a dislocation or if there was some sort of break. Either way.
It looked like it was a dislocation at the elbow.
It did.
I'm no doctor.
Here we go. Official announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 1 minute, 30 seconds into the third round, your winner by TKO due to injury and new Tough Enough Women's Strawweight Champion, Crystal Lil Monster Demopoulos. All right, fight fans. Nobody ever wants this to happen. The fighter doesn't even want to go this way. Even Crystal doesn't even want it to go this way. We want to give every fighter in here a round of applause for stepping in this cage and putting it all on the line for free for the fans. So we're standing here inside the cage with the new champ, Crystal Demopoulos. How great does it feel to win?
You know what? I mean, it feels good to win, but it doesn't, you know, at the same time, I'm a competitor. And the one thing I came in here to do is I came in here to fight. You know, as fighters, we all like to come in here and have a good time. This is entertainment for everybody. But nobody wants their opponent to get disqualified or seriously get injured. And Cheyenne put up one hell of a great fight. You know, she was a lot of back and forth, and I hope I hope she's all right, and I hope that she heals up soon.
I want to see anybody that pops their elbow and wants to continue to fight. She was disappointed when Mark Smith came up to her because she knew she wasn't going to be able to go on, and she wanted to stay in and fight. How game is that? I know this isn't the way you want to win, but you put in the work, you put in a great fight against Cheyenne. It was an amazing fight. Women's MMA, Barry Meyer pioneered that right here in this cage, and we have all these names around this cage to prove that, and you are a fine example as well as Cheyenne. So we thank you for coming out here tonight. You want to thank anybody?
I do. I have a few people I want to thank, if you don't mind. Team SFS out of Michigan has definitely taken me underneath their wing and helped me. Ronin Training Center is where I came up from, and the good people that are always great to me, like my professor Tom DeBlas, Vitor Oliveira, a lot of really other great people.
All right, well, congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, your champ.
This was going to be my very last amateur fight. After this, I do plan on going pro. I plan on doing a lot of work, and look out UFC because 115 is coming through.